audience! This is your host Cindy, and you are watching The Book Reviewer. I have another book review to share, but check this out. I made this, and I think it's cool looking. See, it's all like rainbow color. Anyway, okay, so yesterday you saw a book review about Help, I'm Trapped in My Principal's Body by Todd Strasser. I'll put a link somewhere in the cards or down in the description below so you can go check that out. But like I said, I have another review to share. So this one is by Lewis Lowry. I hope I said that name right. And this is called Anastasia, Ask Your Analyst. And this is probably a young adult book. This is a great read for just about anybody. This is only 119 pages, so it's not a long book. So this book is about a girl named Anastasia. She's 13. She lives with her mom and dad and her 3-year-old brother. And being 13, she's 13 years old. So being 13 means you're kind of embarrassed by your parents. You think things that they do are weird, and that you pretend to not know your parents because they're just not up with the times. And she thinks she has something wrong with her. Now, I will say that I did study psychology when I was in college. It wasn't that long ago since I went back as a non-traditional student at an online university. And I graduated a few months ago. So it wasn't that long ago. I did get my minor in psychology, so I kind of understand where she's coming from. Like I said, she's 13, she hates her parents, she thinks they're annoying, they're weird, and that she pretends to not know them when they're out in public. So she thinks that she has something wrong with her, some wasting disease, or some psychosis, or psychotic problem that she has to see a psychiatrist for. And her dad is a published author of poetry. Her mother is a painter, an artist, I guess. And so things get pretty interesting. She has to do some sort of science project. So her friend gives her some gerbils, and that's her science experiment, to study the life cycle of the gerbil, pregnancy, stuff like that. And things get a little crazy. She goes to this garage sale, and she picks up this bust of Sigmund Freud. Now, Sigmund Freud is a very, very famous psychoanalyst, and he kind of is a psychiatrist for Anastasia, as you see here in the book, on the book. And she tells him her problems, and that her mom is really weird. She's kind of resentful toward her brother because she has to take care of him since he's only 3 years old. And now all of these gerbils are in her room, and she is stressed out by them. She is wanting to do a fairly simple science project that's cooler than the life cycle of the frog. I mean, she's in, like, I think 11th grade, maybe 10th grade. But yeah, no, they're in middle school. I take that back. They're in middle school, so they're like 6th or 7th grade. And she is perturbed by everything that's going on. This kid in the younger child's nursery class is kind of beating up on this little kid named Sam, who is Anastasia's brother. So the dynamics are really interesting. There's a bunch of funny stuff in here that if you're a parent, you'd understand, especially if you have teenagers that are past 13 years of age. And this girl, Anastasia, she sometimes thinks that she's the Queen of England, which is hilarious. This is a really good book. It's, like I said, a short read. Let's see. There are some things that probably an older child would understand in here. It does mention the word sex. So I don't know if a younger child would read it or have, questions in that area type thing. But I would say like 13 to 17 or 18. I think this is a juvenile fiction book. It might be a fiction book. I'm not sure. This book does not have a Kindle edition. I looked on Amazon and I'm sorry, it just doesn't have it. But you can get the hardcover. I think it comes in hardcover. It might just come in paperback, but the paperbacks are really, really inexpensive. And this is a great book. I enjoyed reading it for y'all, and it's one of my favorites. This is an old edition. I looked in the back of the cover page, or the title page, and it said it was published in like 1984, and on the cover on Amazon is a little different, but it's still the same book. So I would advise you guys to check it out. Parents probably would find this amusing. If I can talk right. Some teenagers may not, but they might if they're past the I hate my parents stage. So, leave me a comment down in the comments below if you read this book, if you liked it, if you hated it. I want to know. If you think that this is a good book for you, check it out. Your library would have it. Amazon definitely will have it. eBay might. So, yeah, check this out and tell me what you think. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Keep reading. Don't stop believing. And we will see you again soon. Goodbye.